All right, light up those pumpkins, everybody, because we are live. Let's see who else is awake out there tonight. What's up, everybody? Happy Michael Myers Monday for Monday, June 21st, 2021. According to the calendar, it's the first day of summer, but if you're like me, all that means is it's basically the first day of fall. All right, guys, happy Michael Myers Monday. Hope everybody's doing well. Cheers to everybody for being here. I see Ryan is here in force. Ryan Korn, he is ready. Patrick Ring is here. I see Sammy Smith is here. David Suber, he was here before I was, I think. And special guest from Halloween 2, we got Bud in the house from the Halloween verse tonight. I don't know how long he's going to be sticking around, but you better listen to old Bud. And I see there's Phil, of course. Byron, what's up, man? Thanks for being here, everybody. Happy Michael Myers Monday. If you are new here, then I'm Matt Arts. I'm owner, editor-in-chief of Halloween Daily News, and this is our weekly live chat, live interactive broadcast where we just basically geek out about all things Michael Myers and the Halloween movie franchise. I'm going to go over a few news items like I do every week, and we've actually got just a little bit of Halloween Kills news this week to kick off summer, to wrap up June, basically. And so we're going to talk about that and a few other little news items. And then I've got a flashback clip to share with you guys in just a little bit, actually from Flashback Weekend this time. And a few other things as we go. Of course, I'll be sharing some Michael Myers Monday tweets and posts later on. But right now, before I get into anything else, I'm going to go ahead and do a show and tell. And this first one I'm going to do is a little bit different. Normally, as people are kind of finding their way into the live stream and notifications are going out, I do a little show and tell. Typically, it's something we've got in stock at our online store. And but every now and then it's not. It's something from my personal collection, something new or whatever. So I'm going to show you this hat right here, because I'm going to show it to you right now because I meant to show it to you 2 weeks ago when we were talking about Pamela Susan Shoop and Halloween 2. It was her birthday. And then last week we were talking about Rick Rosenthal and Halloween 2. It was his birthday. And I forgot 2 weeks ago. I forgot again last week. So right now, before we go any further, I just wanted to show you guys just a cool little collectible that I have on my shelf. This is actually an officially licensed Halloween 2 nurse's hat from Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. There you can see it's even got some blood on it. And this hat actually, if you're wondering where it came from, it is officially licensed, and it came when Shout Factory launched their sub-label Scream Factory. Some of you will remember back in 2012, the very first Scream Factory releases were Halloween 2 and Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. And when you ordered Halloween 3, or Halloween 2 and Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, excuse me. When you order Halloween 3, you get this poster. You got this poster. I don't know if you can see it. But the one that's behind me with Cochran in the center, there you can see it. And when you order Halloween 2, you would get this limited edition nurse's hat. So it's pretty awesome, and I just wanted to show it off just because it is a pretty unique item. You can't really find them very easily nowadays. Certainly you can make your own, and there's plenty of artist renditions out there, but that's the official deal. So, H2. I know, I wish you could still get them. I'm sure there's indie artists that are making them, but that came with the Halloween 2 Scream Factory 2012 release, way back almost 10 years ago now, 9 years ago now. Right about the same time we launched HDN, as a matter of fact. What's up, Sammy Gomez? Happy Michael Myers Monday. Scott Stevens says the blood on that hat looks like a smiley face. Yeah, it does, kind of. Totally. The one other thing, for tonight's show and tell. Now, this is an item that we have in stock, but this is actually not a licensed franchise item, but as you can see, it certainly could go complete your Michael Myers collection. It's a butcher knife pendant. This is made by our friends at Skull Soup. You should follow them on Instagram. It is handmade from the blade is actual metal, and the wood is real wood carved. The wooden handle, and this is the fresh blood butcher knife pendant by Skull Soup. We've got a new version which is unbloody as well in stock, and these bad boys we have at our online store. They're just $15 plus shipping and handling, and you're also supporting an indie artist in this case. But I love these things, and as you can see, obviously, he does all kinds of weapons, but we've got the butcher knives in stock. All right, so how's everybody doing tonight? That's our show and tell for this week. How's everybody doing? Happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. There's Jake Blaster Productions. What's up, man? Happy Michael Myers Monday. Thanks for being here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get into it because I know we all want to talk about, the trailer news and HK, but there are just a couple other small news items that I just wanted to bring to your attention before we get to that. The first being a little bit of video game news, and I know you're like, what? No, not that video game news. But we've talked in weeks past about there's going to be an update to the Dead by Daylight Halloween you know what I'm trying to say, the DLC. So I didn't see this when it first went up. It was posted on June 12th, so right before it was last Saturday it was first posted. But our friends over at Leaks by Daylight on Twitter have a look at the new face of Laurie in the game. Now, if you have the game or if you've played it, you probably know that they don't actually have the license to do Jamie Lee Curtis's likeness. So this is an updated Laurie, but as you'll see, it still looks nothing like Jamie Lee Curtis because legally they can't. But it is, I think, a little better looking than the previous version. There you can see the previous version on the bottom and the new version on top. And again, this comes courtesy of Leaks by Daylight. They say the renewal of the Halloween license brings its first effects. If you'll remember a few weeks back, we talked about the fact that they had renewed their Halloween license and that some of these updates, facelifts basically, were going to be taking place. And you can see the face of Laurie will in fact be improved, as you can see in this image. And they also note that legendary skins will not only have custom icons in the HUD, but also custom biography, portraits, and backstory. So, I don't know how many of you guys own that game or play it or have played it lately, but certainly was awesome when they first added Michael and Laurie and that whole thing into that game. We own it. I haven't played it in a long time, but it makes me kind of want to pull it out and check out these updates. Moving on, we also have, for the collectors out there, actually tomorrow, we're going to get our first real good official look at Sideshow Collectibles' new 1/6 scale Michael Myers deluxe figure. And let me pull this up for you. Here you can see they are going live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific. That's 1 p.m. over here on the East Coast. and that's on the Sideshow YouTube channel, Sideshow Collectibles. And yeah, they're going to be doing an unsealed and revealed live uh, with the new Michael Myers Deluxe 6 scale figure. And we've talked about this figure before. It's a real beauty. It's a little pricey, but that's what Sideshow does. They do the high end, super detailed figures. They've done quite a few Myers already. I know a lot of people have already placed their pre-orders on this. And there's a look at the packaging. This is from Sideshow's Instagram post today. And you can see that's the box it's going to come in. And there's the full box. There it is in scale. You can see the size of it. But a pretty cool cover image. I kind of like that the Ghost Michael's Ghost Bob is kind of looming over the standard Michael. And so I'm assuming they're going to have the ghost sheet included with this figure. I didn't recall that being originally announced as being an accessory with it, but I guess it is going to be. And maybe I'm just forgetting the original announcement, but so that's tomorrow. You might want to check that out. I know I'm going to be watching. Bud said, Lori looks like she went to rehab. Yeah. Let's see. A couple other small items. One of which is a new Michael Myers song. We've talked about Michael Myers songs and being referenced in songs and songs about him. And I got to thank our man Byron in here in the live chat. He sent me a link earlier today. It's actually Tech Nine, the rapper, and he has a song called MMM, and it's Michael Myers' Mask, the way he's doing it. But it's a great song, and I had never heard it before today. So I totally added it to my Michael Myers songs Spotify playlist that is still down in the description of this video, and you guys can check that out. So thanks to Byron for that, and I urge you guys to check it out. It's a great song, and yeah, it is doesn't just reference Michael. It is all Michael, all franchise, and it's pretty damn funny too. What I did know about Tech Nine was I remember not long ago, I guess it's been a few years now, he did do a song with Dave Fair, from Rob Zombie's Halloween. And they collaborated on a song a while back, and I had forgotten about that, and this kind of reminded me. So I'm going to have to go back and dig through his discography a little bit more deeper, and because from what I've heard, he is definitely a horror fan, obviously. So I would say check that out, and just click on the link to the Spotify playlist down below. I've got a pretty good assortment of songs in there, and like I said a few weeks ago, if you have other ones like Byron found this one to send to me, yeah, hook it up. I want to hear them. I want to know. Leave it in the comments or send a message, whatever's easier for you. And yeah, maybe we'll try to mention a song every week or so during these Mondays. Yeah, Byron says Tech has sampled the Halloween theme a lot over the years. Yeah, I know. Like I said, when I do remember when he worked with Daig, and listening to that collaboration, and I did listen to a little bit of his stuff at that point. Ryan says, let's talk kills and talk slow so I can soak up all the Halloween news. I know there's not a lot, but it's something. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Not we're gonna get to kills in just a minute. I did have another reference. Last night, I don't know if any of you guys watch wrestling. I don't really watch wrestling anymore. I grew up watching it back in the day. But I have been watching the A&E series, WWE's Most Wanted Treasures. where the old guys that I grew up watching are going around finding their memorabilia. And long story short, last night it was about Ric Flair, but they ended up at referee Charles Robinson's house here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I mean, I'm not in Charlotte, but here in North Carolina. And I had heard that he was a big horror fan already and had, a collector. And sure enough, right there in the episode, the camera kind of gets under him. There's an angle, and right there on his top shelf, there's Michael Myers and all three Silver Shamrock masks on display proudly right there. So I thought that was pretty awesome. All right. So you guys, the big news this week, obviously, I know you guys have heard about it. I published an article about it on Saturday, and social media has been somewhat abuzz about it. But yeah, we got just a little more hope, almost confirmation that the trailer is definitely right around the corner. We've known it's right around the corner. We know it's coming any day now. But now, as you guys know, the Alberta Film Classification Office has officially classified the Halloween Kills trailer, meaning they've given it a rating, basically a PG-13 rating. That it's I think they call it 14A, which means anyone under 14 must be accompanied by an adult. Kind of their version of rated R, I guess. Not a restricted trailer, but and the runtime is apparently 2 minutes and 37 seconds. And again, that comes to us, that is listed as of Friday on the on Canada's, basically their version of the MPA. And it is officially known as the Alberta Film Classification Office. But this is where they list the ratings of all the most recently rated trailers and PSAs and commercials, and you can see it right there. Halloween Kills listed as of Friday, June 18th, from Universal. 2 minute and 37 second runtime. So let's talk about that a little bit, because of course, as soon as I posted this on Instagram, some of the immediate comments was, "Oh, that's way too long. Yeah, that's way too long, but it's going to spoil too much." I mean, first of all, it's it's a trailer. It's it probably is going to, in a lot of people's minds, spoil too much, but that's what they do. Hopefully, though, it's going to be constructed in a way that doesn't give away anything that's really intended to be a shocking surprise in the actual film. But yeah, there's, you can bet there's going to be some, a jump scare in the trailer, sure. One thing I did point out in the on Twitter about this is because again, some people were worried, oh, it's going to reveal too much footage. One thought I did have is that we got to keep in mind that we've already seen a little over 60 seconds of actual footage from the already released teasers. And that's not even including the behind the scenes stuff that we saw in that initial 2019 behind the scenes rap video that they put out right when the film wrapped production back in 2019. And that was all behind the scenes footage, but it did give us an idea of some scenes. Then, of course, we got what I call the Let It Burn teaser last summer, not quite a year ago yet, almost. And, that's when they, of course, announced that it was being pushed back a year. And so we got the Let It Burn teaser. And then, of course, during Blumfest, October of last year, we got the most recent, which I just call the Next Halloween teaser. But you had those two teasers up. That's over 60 seconds of footage right there. And I honestly think that the trailer will, all those 60 seconds are probably going to be incorporated. I'm guessing. I'm imagining. We'll have to, who knows. But I do think it'll expand a little bit. Like, I could even go so far as to say how's it going to start. It's probably going to start with the Let It Burn, kind of, and I think we're going to get a little bit more. I think there will be a little bit more of a, we'll get a little bit of a scene, kind of like how they did give us that closet scare at the end of the first 2018 trailer. I don't know if we'll get anything that substantial, but again, the first 2018 trailer, that was 2.5 minutes too. So, and again, we hadn't seen 60 seconds of footage at that time yet. So I'm not worried about it being too long, certainly. And I would also say that it's really going to be more like 90 seconds of new footage, because I really do think they're probably going to incorporate pretty much all the stuff we've already seen, just that and a little bit more, and expand on some of those snippets, which I'm looking forward to. So, but you guys, now I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about all of this? It's rated, so that means, it's obviously coming soon. Could be tomorrow, could be Friday, could be next week. We've talked on here that maybe, coming right before The Purge, that makes a lot of sense marketing-wise. The Purge comes out next week, July 4th weekend. I don't know. I would think if it was going to be this week, we might have heard something today even. But everything's been silent. Although Jason Blum did tweet about Dead by Daylight earlier tonight, which actually reminded me of that update that I missed last week. So thank him for that. I don't think he really meant to do that, but Scott Stevens says we need more Lindsay Wallace in the trailer. Yeah, I mean, I think I would imagine we are going to get a little bit more of Lindsay and Tommy. I don't think everything's going to be quite as fast cut as what we saw in the most recent teaser, obviously. I think it's going to be very much like that first 2018 trailer, where it kind of gives us an idea of where they're coming from. And they're going to want to evoke, hit that nostalgia button again. They're going to want to make us feel like, okay, we're in good hands. We're back in this Haddonfield that we left. And, and this is going to be good. So, but yeah, I would like to see more Lindsay Wallace in it. Speaking of which, that's another reference. I wanted to tell you guys, this is how much I did this for you guys. I watched an episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Never watched it before in my life, but I did watch an episode for one reason, because I was curious if the broken nose that Kyle Richards suffered in Halloween Kills was going to be mentioned in it. And sure enough, it was an episode that had aired about a month ago. It was their current season premiere, but right there in the very first scene, she's sitting on a bed, bandaged, and had just had surgery because when she broke her nose on the set, in her words, she wanted to go ahead and get it fixed better, get it cuter, she said, as long as she was going to get it fixed. So, so again, the references are everywhere, the hype is everywhere, even when it's unintended to be, even when it's on something like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But I did watch the episode. I actually was more listening to it while I was doing other stuff, but so there we go. Let's see. Justin Calderola says the trailer's dropping July 18th. Interesting. So you think we're gonna have to be waiting about another month then? It could be. I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like it's gonna be a little sooner than that. I kind of think this week or next week, but who knows? Universal, they do have Fast 9, I think, Fast and the Furious, whatever number it is, I don't even know, but I think that's coming out around that time, so I don't know. Yukino says, really wanted to not watch the trailer so can keep every scene as surprise, but don't know if I can control myself. Yeah, I mean, I hear you. It's definitely, one of those double-edged things, for myself. I've talked about this before where, yeah, you want to, you want to stay as spoiler-free as possible, but, you can't not watch usually. But again, I go back to how much did the trailer for the 2018, the trailers for the 2018 film really spoil your enjoyment. I mean, yes, you would have liked to have seen maybe some of those things, but I don't think at the end of the day it really, at least in my opinion, I mean it's what the trailers are, and they're always going to show a little too much, and it's rarely perfect, but hopefully Universal and their marketing they're gonna know, and you never know because sometimes things do get a little restructured in trailers, but then again this isn't Star Wars. They're not gonna I think they want us fans to feel good about this. I think they want to deliver much in the same way they wanted to deliver in 2018 because the pressure is on. I mean, I think they've got to know that making fans of this franchise wait a whole year, that the pressure is on, and this is the middle chapter, and they don't want to drop the ball with, going into the final chapter. So the pressure is definitely on. But I go back to the fact that, that early test screening, remember, word that came out of that, there wasn't much negative word that came out of that I heard about. And again, I was, not wanting to hear any spoilers or anything, but it was a very positive thing. So much so that, I didn't hear about any reshoots happening this time like they did in 2018. I mean, maybe they did some on the down low. Certainly possible, but I didn't hear about any. Maybe you guys remember hearing about it, but I think that's a good sign. I think that's a promising sign that this sequel delivers, and so I'm going to have faith that the trailer is going to be exactly what we want. Just get us hyped. And again, the plan when that's released, whatever day it will be, right now I'm looking at doing a live episode of the Halloween show next Friday, which is July 2nd, and that's my current plan. If that happens to be the trailer day, that'll be a nice coincidence. But whatever day it happens, I do plan to do a live breakdown and discussion and just to geek out with you guys. Because I'm gonna want to have to talk through it anyway. So of course I want you guys there for that. So whatever day that happens, we will be scheduling something for that evening. But so there we go. Again, just another, signpost pointing to the fact that it is basically pretty imminent. Which we knew. I mean, we've been saying that, any day now it's going to drop. And it could be in July. It could be as late as July 18th. I would think that would be the absolute latest. That's going to give them really less than 3 months of marketing, which, I mean, is not unheard of. That's certainly a reasonable window for most movies. But I feel like, with a movie like this and with just the way the world is and Universal and all the studios wanting to get everybody back into the theater in such a way, I would think they're going to want to give HK a little extra push, a little extra head start. But right around, July 4th weekend could be a great time. I kind of feel like we're going to get another full Candyman trailer first, though, just because it's on the calendar first, I mean, and we did get that new message from Nia DaCosta that was released on Friday. So, and a lot of new images that Blade Disgusting had. And so I do think that they're ramping up the marketing for Candyman for obvious reasons. And certainly by the time that's arriving, yeah, I mean, the hype for HK is going to be in full swing. For sure. Scott says he's looking forward to all the Halloween Kills reaction videos. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be, I mean, and and again, I mean, I know it seems like it's been forever, and it does seem like it's been forever because it has been. But we got to, like I said last week, just let's just cherish this excitement, this anticipation, because it is going to be here. And then, yeah, the second it's here, there's going to be a whole lot to love. But yeah, then there's going to be plenty of people that are going to find a whole lot to hate about it, and whatever, to each their own. But yeah, I think we just should enjoy this time as being a fan of this franchise, because it is it's going to be here, and then the film's going to be here before we know it. I mean, we're less than 4 months away now, so it's time is flying by. We're already almost to the end of June. We're already officially to the calendar start of summer, which again for me that just means you know that much closer to Halloween. But I think most of you guys are pretty much like like I am in that respect. All right, let's see. Justin says, I won't say much, but F9 is Universal's priority. They'll put out the Kills trailer on the 18th. The poster should be coming as well. So does F9 come out that week? Is that what you're saying, that they're going to put everything behind F9 and then kick in with the HK marketing? I mean, that certainly could make sense as well. And again, I mean, the trailer rated in Canada, there might be multiple trailers coming out. There might be something, Universal might do something like IMAX exclusive, like they just did with or are doing with the new Jurassic World, which comes out next year. But they've got that special presentation just in IMAX theaters right now. So with HK being in IMAX, that was a big part of the rescheduling, was now we're going to release it in IMAX. So Bud says it will without a doubt be attached to Forever Purge. I mean, that's kind of what I've been leaning towards. If it's, I don't think it's going to be literally attached to anything, but it definitely, that being a Blumhouse property and that being right around the time, end of June, early July, and then now with this rating happening, it all seems to be lining up. Of course, I've been looking for the MPA's rating of the trailer, or classification of the trailer as well, and haven't seen that pop up yet. So, but we know it. We know it exists. It's been sitting on a shelf for a year. So yeah. Patrick Ring says, my guess is next week, sometime to get the buzz going into the holiday weekend. Yeah, I mean, right before July 4th, or even right after, just to kind of say, okay, now summer's big holiday is over. Now it's time to look forward to the next big thing, which is Halloween. Maybe that. But, we're going to keep fingers crossed that it's going to be even sooner than that. You're probably right, though. It'll be probably next week or again, maybe Justin is right. Justin says, people asking, where's the trailer? Just hold on. The season is coming. Kills is going to be incredible. Yeah, I have no doubt. I am, and that's why I say, let's just enjoy these, these weeks of anticipation, these days of excitement, because I do go back to 2018 when we got our first look at that poster, and then actually our first look at James in action as Michael, and Laurie, in action as 40 years later Laurie. Yeah, it was just so exciting, and I look forward to experiencing that again. And I want that trailer to have that same impact as the first 2018 one did. So hopefully it will. Hey, Summit. Yeah, we've been discussing the trailer news pretty much. I mean, I went through a few other things in the beginning, but yeah, that's this week's main topic, obviously. Summit says it's coming this or next week. Let's hope so. I mean, it's I don't think they can keep us waiting but so much longer. Yeah, Justin says, let's just pray they don't show the entire movie in the trailer. Yeah, I hear you on that. I agree. I don't want to see too much, but let's hope for a decent runtime in this film. Wouldn't it be cool if HK's around 2 hours? And again, we've seen a minute worth of footage. I could take another 90 seconds. And again, if it's something where it's a little teaser of something like the bathroom scene where we got, the teeth being dropped over the stall, and We did get, some good stuff in those trailers that I felt like, I didn't feel like they were too spoilery. I felt like they were just enough to whet the appetite, and they were still reaching to try to get new audiences. And I think that's going to be the biggest challenge for Universal this time, is how much are they going to try to get new audiences in. I think their main thing is obviously going to be core fans and everybody that saw and liked 2018. Um, for the people that hated 2018, I don't know what they're going to do to bring that in, but I am very curious if the trailer is going to have any type of different feel, or just in any way try to address what some of the people didn't like about the film. Um, Most likely, though, I feel like they've kind of made it clear. David Gordon Green's made it clear that this is their the next chapter in their version of this franchise. So I don't think they're going to reinvent what they did in 2018 very radically. I but um but I totally agree that I don't want to see too much in the trailer. But I'm not worried about a 2.5 minute runtime of the trailer at all. Bring it on. I'm ready. Yeah, we'll all have a nice laugh when it drops tomorrow. Bud says, "Hey, like I said, I never say never, and I would not be surprised. Honestly, I'd be more surprised if it is mid-July than if it happens, say, this week. I don't know though. I don't have any inside word on that. That's just my, But again, I would have thought it would have already dropped by now, honestly. So I don't know what the hold up. But as Justin pointed out, and is obvious. I mean, F9 is definitely Universal's top priority. Um, of course, they want all of us to go see the Forever Purge. That would be nice to see the HK trailer when we're watching that, but I don't know. I don't know that they're going to do that, only because Halloween is a bigger franchise than the Purge franchise, honestly. And I would almost think if they were going to time it towards a horror thing like that, it would be Candyman they'd be aiming for. But I think that's dated for August, so that would almost be like time for a second trailer then. Certainly by like Labor Day, I think we're going to get a second trailer, because we're going to get a final trailer, or at least a scene, I believe, when Blumfest happens on October 1st. Because you can bet that that's going to be at the center of Blumhouse. I wouldn't even be surprised if they give us some kind of even maybe Halloween Ends. I don't know what they could even announce about Halloween Ends before Kills comes out. So I don't even know, and that's what's going to be really interesting, is if they do start filming Ends this fall, like everything's looking like it's going to be, what's going to seep out from the sets that may or may not be spoilery as going into Kills. It's going to be a tricky thing for them making the film, to keep things under wraps, and also for us as fans to pay attention to the right things, and maybe try to not see certain things. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting time, but all that is going to be happening. I mean, in 4 months, it's going to be like we will have all seen the movie. It's crazy. And it's very possible that Halloween Ends will be done or almost done filming within 4 months. So it's crazy. But so yeah, one more time, there it is. That's the week's big story on this franchise. Let's see. Logan Flores says, "Hey, what's up? Happy Michael Myers Monday." That looks like a new name I haven't seen before. Welcome. Thanks for being here, Logan. All right. Before we show off some Michael Myers Monday tweets and posts, I do have a little flashback clip to share with you guys this week. And we can keep talking about the trailer if you want in the chat. That's fine. But I do want to go ahead and share this clip. It's not very long. It's about 4 minutes. And this actually goes all the way back to 2015, Flashback Weekend in Chicago 2015. I think some of you were there. And we were there. This was during the Halloween 78 panel, which you'll see they had a great lineup of Halloween 78 alumni there. Everybody from Nick Castle, Tommy Lee Wallace, to Dean Cundy, Nancy Loomis, Charles Cyphers. It was great. And lots of people from the sequels as well. But this particular clip is the young Michael Myers, Mr. Will Sandin. And I chose this one mainly because I've never interviewed Will. I've met him a couple times now. And, you know, I've got a couple photos with him and been able to talk to him for a few seconds here. But I've not interviewed him, so I don't have an interview clip. But this is Will discussing that opening scene, which he is, you know, of course, young Michael, and right down to getting the mask ripped off his face by the actor playing his dad. So I'll be right here in the live chat, and again, we can keep talking about HK. I don't mean that we've got to end that by any means. I don't think we're gonna, but I do want to go ahead and play this clip for you guys before I get too distracted down the road. And again, I'm going to be right here in the live chat, and then I'll come back on in about 4 minutes, and we'll keep talking. All right, so here is Will Sandin.
Will Sandin, everybody. So, how did Halloween come to you as a child? And how old were you?
I was 7 years old at the time. And I remember auditioning for the role of Tommy at first.
Oh.
So there was 2 auditions actually. The next one I thought was a callback, but they asked me just to, John Carpenter and Deborah Hill just said, make a scary face. So I did. I didn't know that for what role that was, but then at the end, I think it was a week later, I got the call saying that I got the role as little Michael Myers.
So
Tommy got, obviously, the role was given to Brian Andrews.
Right. Well, Tommy's a wimp anyway. Don't worry about it. You get to kill somebody in the movie. That's cooler. How much of that? So, did you come out of the house? How much of you is in that opening shot? It's just that the unveiling, right?
Basically, just the unveiling. I'm out there in the front yard area. My 2 parents walk up. Actually, they're pretty much standing right there. The man that played my father, he says, "Michael," and takes off my mask.
What was John's direction for the look that you gave?
He basically just said, "Look straight ahead." He didn't say make a scary face or anything like that. He didn't. I don't remember him saying, "Hey, do anything out of the ordinary as far as what kind of stare." I just basically just made any normal expression that I would when mask is coming off, and more than anything else, just when the guy playing my father was taking off the mask, those old school plastic masks with the rubber band around it. If you have long hair, it's going to, and I did, it's going to hurt because every time it yanks at your hair. So I was just trying to keep from lynching all the time.
Well, it's a really creepy look, dude. Let me just tell you right there.
Thank you.
Very vacant, very scary. It's Michael Myers. Were your actual parents on set during it?
Well, my mom was there because she's the one that gave me a ride over there.
She's my ride.
That's what you're asking.
Well, I was just in terms of the content of the movie, if your parents were concerned at all. I mean, you only had the one moment where you had the mask, you didn't have to stab anybody for real.
No, I mean, my mom knew what was going on. My dad didn't, I don't know how much he knew. He just, he knew more of it once we saw the movie at the opening. And, we had to leave probably 2/3 into the movie because my little sister was getting really scared. So I didn't really see the rest of the movie, the whole movie, until it was on TV. I don't know if anyone remembers.
On TV? Way to pull that one out of your ass. Holy cow. Where are you from?
I'm born and raised from Los Angeles,
Oh, okay.
San Fernando Valley.
I'm sorry, I just thought On TV was a Chicago thing. I have no idea.
I'm happy to see when I look at Will, and he's a handsome young man, but I still see the face.
Yeah.
His face is exactly the same. It's
Do people ever
really weird.
recognize you as an adult? Have you ever been recognized? Like, hey, you're a scary looking dude. Is that
No, not like that.
No?
Yeah, it's just people that I grew up with. Just over time, they've always watched the movie, which that movie just became word of mouth, and it just from 1978 on, it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So it just every Halloween it aired, they would say something and they comment about it. Hey, I saw that movie and thought of you. And now we're talking almost 40 years later. Can't believe that. And that on Facebook, everything else, old friends, everything. They're like, hey, I still think about that movie.
Yeah.
All right. There you go, Mr. Will Sandin from Flashback Weekend Chicago 2015. And yeah, Phil says that he was there. I knew some of you guys were there. And very interesting. I thought that he was almost Tommy Doyle as well. I'm going to have a flashback clip with the original Tommy Doyle maybe next week. I've got a good one from H4O. Marcus Hicks has entered with a bang and a $10 super chat. Thank you, Marcus, first of all. Toast to you. Happy Michael Myers Monday. And I think you might have been one of the people that tagged us on the about the trailer rating and all. And I got it from a couple different places sent to me and brought to my attention. But I believe you were one, so thanks if so. So Marcus says Jason Blum tweeted that he landed in New York City. I did see that. I think it was yesterday, or was it today that he landed there? But I did see that. And that's where Universal Pictures distribution office is, and there's a rumor that he could be discussing the Halloween Kills marketing. Absolutely. I mean, I did have that thought as well. Honestly, Marcus, when I saw that Jason Blum posted or tweeted that he had just landed in New York City, my immediate thought was it's got to do with HK. They're gonna drop the trailer, and then he's gonna be on like Good Morning America talking about it the next morning, or talking about theaters reopening, or horror maybe being therapeutic after such a real life horror of the pandemic. I don't know, but very good point, Marcus. Thank you for the super chat, obviously, and thank you for that comment and reminding me, honestly, to mention that, because I did want to mention that Jason Blum, yes, just before we did the live just a few hours ago, he tweeted about Dead by Daylight, and that jogged my memory that, oh yeah, we need to update that story. And but you're absolutely right. He's in New York City. Was that today or yesterday? I've got to double check on that. But that was my first thought too, man, honestly. But who knows? It could be a million things that is why he's here. But like I said in the tweet, it's I'm not just saying it. Like, it's so close, I feel like I can literally almost taste it. Like, I feel like I can smell it. I can smell the charred mask melted onto flesh. I feel like, you know what I mean, guys? It's real close. So yeah, let's hope that that's why he's in New York, is to get this going. So yeah, thanks again for the super chat. Sincerely, Marcus. Thank you so much. And thanks for being here, man. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Someone says Deputy Hicks' husband, ladies and gentlemen, Scream reference. Yes, Scream 4, I believe, and the new Scream, she's back. Yep. David can smell the pumpkin spice as well. Yeah. The blood spiked pumpkin spice. That's it. Ken, yes, I did see your message about the Michael Myers figure. Yes. Yeah, you can plug them in the chat. I'm blanking on who it was that you had said, but yeah, Ken got a badass new Myers figure And but yeah, remind me where that came from, man, and we'll plug them real quick. And Summit says, for those who hated 2018, I think they will show some scenes with the blue lighting that Halloween purists didn't like was missing in 2018. Classic returning characters too. Yeah, I mean, I think it's my feeling has been that they're going to keep it very much in the 2018 vein, but improve on what we really loved about it, and yeah, eliminate, trim the fat on what we didn't like. And I've been saying since last year that I feel like it's going to be a lean, mean, uh, well, killing machine, for lack of a better term. So I agree with you, Summit. Definitely. And yeah, I mean, as far as the blue lighting, I don't know how much we'll see, but we did see some in the one teaser photo from Total Film earlier this year. Byron says it's going to be Jason Blum talking about Black Phone, that movie. I don't think it would be that, only because that's only just wrapped production. And Firestarter is still filming, as far as I know, in Canada. That's where Turek is right now. And yeah, I think it's too early to talk Black Phone. Now, he could be there to hype the Forever Purge. That's probably, I mean, if we're all going to be honest and, real about it, he's probably there to hype. If he's going to be hyping anything, it's going to be that. But if he's going to be interviewed by somebody, like, one of the news outlets or one of the talk shows or something, then even if he's going to be there to hype the Forever Purge, you can bet they're going to mention HK at some point. I feel like anybody that interviews him from here on out for the rest of this, between now and October 15th, they're going to bring that up. I'm pretty sure. If they're interviewing Jason Blum. So, but yeah, I mean, if we're going to be totally real about it, I mean, it'd be great if he's there and talking HK with Universal. Realistically, he's probably there. If he's talking to Universal, it's probably more about the immediate Forever Purge. But, we can hope, we can keep our fingers crossed, and, times are crazy and unpredictable right now. I mean, just today, it's been a wild day. Spirit Halloween, I know this is not necessarily franchise related, but you might have seen, Spirit released a teaser video today. They already sent us a sneak peek box last week. I mean, everything, hype for this season seems to be kicking off earlier than ever, is what I'm getting at. I'm seeing some videos where some people are finding Halloween merch out in stores already, starting to go up. I mean, the earliest I ever see it around near us is like usually mid-August, and even that's pushing it. Like early August is like maybe once or twice at like the Dollar Tree or something. I'll see something going out that early, but around the country, more and more it's happening. People are seeing the spirit signs already. So I just think in general, after last year, everything that's coming back is going to basically try to come back bigger than ever. And I think that's going to be Halloween itself as a holiday, just like movies itself as an industry is trying to like come back bigger and better than ever. And, whether or not it's all actually going to happen, I don't know. I just know that it's super exciting from where we're sitting right now as fans and as people that love, for myself as somebody that loves covering this stuff and talking about this stuff. Like David says, Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I mean, I'm hearing that people like that, stores like that, I mean, are already putting stuff out. So it's just a matter of time. And Spirit's going to be, I think they're going to do a couple more teases. July 15th, they're definitely going to be revealing some stuff. And they're certainly going to have some Myers-related merch this year. I don't know what new stuff. If you follow us on social media, I posted on our Facebook. I always say Facebook. On our Facebook page the other day, that the statue that was released last year and sold out, and the awesome Michael Myers statue is actually from Halloween 6, but it's back in stock, or at least it was when I shared the link. I don't know if it is right this minute, but so that's probably going to be back for this year, which is exciting news. But course, there's going to be new stuff. I doubt another animatronic or something like that this year, but again, you never know. We'll have to wait and see. But the point I'm getting at with all of that is just that, the season is starting earlier than ever, it feels like this year. And yeah, I can definitely feel the momentum just building, about to just explode. And once that trailer drops, I mean, you know, it could be the trailer just unexpectedly. It could be a little bit of a warning, or maybe we get the poster on like a Monday and it's a countdown like it was, back in 2018, which would be a lot of fun for us, because that would give us a lot more opportunities to dissect all of this. So, all right, I'm gonna move on to sharing some Michael Myers Monday tweets and IG posts, a couple that I pulled out to share with you guys. Again, those of you, my returning friends, you guys know what this is about. Any of you that are new here, if there are any new viewers tonight, and you're still here, yeah, I started the hashtag back in 2013 as a way to make Mondays more killer and suck less, and just to celebrate the franchise and just to see if anybody would ever use it besides myself. And yeah, over the years, it's taken on a life of its own, and people do GIFs and memes and videos, and some are funny and some are serious, and they show off their cosplay and their costumes and their masks and their artwork and their ink and their collections, and I love it all. So here's a couple highlights from today. Let's see, where are we here? Oh, yeah. Okay, up first. This, of course, is from Twitter. And this is at Stabby Time TV. Now, this is Craig. I have shared his stuff in the past. He, all through the pandemic, all through quarantine last year, started during quarantine, and he's just never quit. And his stuff is always hilarious. He does videos and stills, and mostly videos, and it's always hilarious. And from this tweet that says, Michael invites his friends over for Michael Myers Monday barbecue. And from just this still, I think you can probably guess where this is going. I'm not going to turn the sound up. You can imagine the theme playing. But this is Stabby Time TV. And yeah, go follow this guy. He is hilarious. I look forward to his posts. And he doesn't just do it on Mondays either. It's every day. He's always, but certainly every week, he uses the hashtag. And you know how this is going to go. And just when you think it can't get any better. It's pretty great. Everybody over for a nice cookout. Awesome. Yeah, that was great. Love that. So, again, go follow Stabby Time TV on Twitter and Instagram. He's everywhere. Moving on, also on Twitter, this is from Connie Satterfield at Connie Jojo2. Good morning and happy Michael Myers Monday, horror family. And you can see happy first day of summer. Guess what comes next? I don't have to tell you guys. And of course, if you're here with HTM, that means every day's Halloween anyway. But yes, for everybody else, it's summer, which means it's almost fall. And this is another one. Again, I've seen this one around. These photos from this photo shoot are epic. They've surfaced. Tons of memes have been made. today, this one is posted by Melina Mendoza at LMML11. Hashtag summer vibes. And of course, the meme says, when you're enjoying the summer, but still have Halloween in your heart. And of course, I think we can all relate to that. Speaking of Annie Brackett earlier, guys, this one is from the Halloween verse. And again, I could share all of the Halloween verse posts. Bud is in the chat with us tonight. Bud is always great. They're all great. I just, I just don't have the time to share every one of them, but they're all great. They're all worthy of being shared. But this week it's Annie Brackett at Annie Brackett 78, and she says Devon Graham has been following me for the last 5 minutes. He needs to be reminded that speed kills. Moving over to Instagram now. This is from DC Cosplayer. I like that she says she's in Haddonfield, Illinois, and this is her rendition of what is known as the Nick Castle Challenge. Of course, recreating the famous Dr. Pepper photo, which Nick himself recreated on the set of Halloween 2018, and is an iconic photo shot by the great Kim Gottlieb Walker on the set of John Carpenter's Halloween. And great job, DC Cosplayer, on this recreation. She says, happy Michael Myers Monday. I cannot lie, this was hard to reenact. I even had a mirror so I could see where Michael's mouth was. Yet this was the only photo where I got the can on the mouth. Also, I had no Dr. Pepper, so no one judged. Yeah, of course, originally it's Dr. Pepper, but we'll give her a pass on this one. Great job. Also from Instagram, moving over here, this is from Lids81 with art apparently by Craftsylvania. And she says, happy Michael Myers Monday, summer edition. And I love that. We just did our Summerween sale and celebration over the weekend. And I don't know if you guys ever carve watermelons like this, but I do. I haven't done one yet this year. I'm going to have to get on that. But yeah, every summer I carve a couple of watermelons. It's great fun. But never quite seen Michael with the carved watermelon like this. And the heart shades to match. Definitely summer ready. Also from Instagram, Tyler Main himself says, focused on the week with my eye on the prize, like. And then he's plugging Houston Horror Film Fest, where he's going to be, I guess, this weekend, I assume. So, again, Tyler Main, one of the actual Michael Myers performers. And yeah, shout out to Tyler for always being a good sport and participating and using the Michael Myers Monday hashtag. It's great. So that's this week's posts. All right, so that's what we got for this week, guys. We got the trailer rated. Could still be a month away, but I mean, I really feel like with it being rated and set to go, I don't know that we're gonna have to wait that long. I certainly hope not. Someone's asking, hey Matt, we gonna do a music day where we discuss favorite bands like Halloween autumn themed music? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think we should do just like a special night just for that. I mean, we could do it on a Monday night, but maybe just a special Halloween music live chat, Halloween music themed live chat one of these nights. But yeah, I definitely want to do that. Yeah, Jake Blaster says, follow Rachel, Bud, Deputy Hunt, Sheriff Meeker, and all the Halloween verse accounts. That's right. Yeah, follow them. Yep, and I think you guys, Jake Blaster and the Halloween verse, they're doing their next Road to Kills live watch along on Twitter. I think it's this Wednesday with Halloween 5, if I saw correctly today. So you guys want to get in on that, and yeah, definitely follow all those Halloweenverse accounts. I'm always talking them up, but it's because they're hilarious, and yeah, they deserve our support, bringing Haddonfield to life across the Twitterverse. It's the Halloweenverse. All right, guys. It is approaching midnight, and that's the news that I got. I wish I had more. I hope to have more very soon. And there is a ton more not franchise related happening. Again, not to get off subject, but I urge you to check out my Spirit Halloween breakdown video that I did earlier today. Something a little bit different. Let me know how I did on that. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But I think everybody watching tonight is probably already a subscriber. But yeah, if there's anything that you guys want to talk about before we close it out tonight, the live chat is open. Let me hear it. Again, I've given you my thoughts on when it's coming. As far as what the trailer is going to be, again, I mean, I kind of, that opening shot from the October teaser where it's the jack-o'-lantern and the skeleton cat, that, and then maybe cutting into like the Let It Burn stuff. I think all the images that we've seen, we're gonna see those again, maybe a little bit longer versions, and yeah, hopefully a little bit of new stuff, but not too much, as we've said. That's just some of my thoughts. Fazbear, missed most. Well, good night. Well, yeah, it's not a long one tonight, man. But oh, Ryan Korn wants the "Are you ready?" You guys are too much. Are you ready for a trailer? See my head about to explode. Yeah. Yeah, you guys rock as always. Devin Squad, welcome, Devin, says, do you think Halloween Ends should get pushed to October 2023? That way it have a better chance at the box office. Well, I don't know for sure that it would have a better chance at the box office getting pushed. I mean, it's really hard to say because, like I said, all the pressure is on this next film. If this next film makes more money than the last one, then that sets up Halloween Ends exactly where Blum and where Malik and where Universal wants it. If somehow HK doesn't do well, then yeah, it's going to put them all in a real tough predicament. But I really feel like delaying Halloween Ends another year, I mean, honestly, that's going to piss off a lot of fans that have waited a year for this movie. So, do I think they should? No. My opinion, no. I think their core audience, namely us, all of us right here, would be upset with that. Do we want the best possible film? Of course. But I don't know that it would help box office by holding it back. Unless, for some reason, HK just really leaves a bad taste in everybody's mouth and they need a little more distance. Which I hope it's not the case. I hope it's so good. It's like Empire Strikes Back where it ends and we're just like ready for the next chapter right away. And wouldn't that be cool if on Halloween, I mean, it's a long shot, but what if we got like a little 30-second teaser for Ends on Halloween this year after Kills has been out for 2 weeks? Kind of where they gave us that Blumfest next Halloween teaser last October, and the Halloween before that they gave us the rap video. It'd be pretty cool to get a rap video for Ends this fall, this Halloween. So I don't know. We'll have to see. All right, guys. You the man. No, you're the man. You guys, yeah, you guys rock. Thank you, Summit. David says we only have one left. Crying. I guess you mean one more movie after this. Well, I mean, I think we ought to eventually they'll make more, but yeah, one left for now. In this current incarnation, at least. Do you think after Halloween ends, they should do a sequel to Halloween 4 and ignore 5 and 6, says Devin's Squad. We've actually discussed that on here. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that. I've said that before. I mean, that would be kind of fun. You know, and if any franchise, like I always say, is going to do something like that, it'd be this franchise. You know, I mean, I don't know what they should do after the ends, mainly because I don't know how the next two movies are going to play out. And, but yeah, I think if you, that's really the only way. Like, if you were going to continue the Jamie Lloyd character and bring Danielle Harris back in any way at this stage in the game, I kind of feel like that would be the only way. Wait 5 or 6 years and then do like an alternate Halloween 5 almost, you know, Halloween The Revenge of Jamie Lloyd. You know what I mean? Like how H2O, the original title of H2O was going to be The Revenge of Laurie Strode. Still should be the title of that film if you ask me. But yeah, if they're going to do that and ignore 5 and 6 and do a proper H4 sequel with Danielle today playing Jamie all these years later, kind of picking up. She's been in the asylum all these years, and then she breaks out and goes home. Yeah, I'd be all for all that. Again, a couple years after Ends comes out, give it some space, give it some time, and it'd have to be kind of just a one-off, even, you know. But even then, you're gonna have to figure out either A, how to bring Michael back into it, or B, just be prepared for, you know, half the world to be pissed that Michael's not in it. Which would almost be a way to go. You know, do it all Jamie Lloyd as the killer, a female Michael Myers, and literally have it be Jamie Lloyd and Danielle, you know, doing that role. Which could be great because you could have, you know, a really great stunt performer doing some really great female Myers type stuff that the guys maybe can't even do or you never even considered because they're guys. It could open up new possibilities. And then Danielle, of course, could deliver a tour de force performance, kind of what Jamie Lee is doing in these current movies, like a career defining thing. Again, yeah, I would go see that. I would be for that. I don't know if it's what they should do. Again, is a little far out for me to say what I think they should do after Ends. But it's an interesting idea. I mean, I don't know that they would ever think that that's commercially viable to go that route. But stranger things have certainly happened, especially when it comes to this franchise. Devin says they should do Halloween Returns after Halloween Ends. I love Halloween 4, but not that crazy about her character. Yeah. Well, I mean, you never know. Chad Francis, what's up, man? Would love Danielle to be back in the H universe. Yeah, I think a lot of us would like to, you know, see that if done right. And to me, that's really the only way. I mean, you could bring her in to play another character and be her third character in the franchise, and that'd be a fun Easter egg, of course. But yeah, I mean, why not do like a one-off? The biggest thing would be don't put a number behind it, first of all. Don't call it just Halloween either, though. You gotta put a subtitle in there. And to me, the perfect subtitle is already right there. The Revenge of Jamie Lloyd. And it'd be obviously for the fans of the franchise. You know, general audiences are gonna be like, what's this? For the most part. But horror fans would eat it up. Sure. Saint says if there's music based night, hope at some point there's other typo negative fans in the house. Yeah, I was just talking about them with my wife the other night, and yeah, big typo negative fan right here, and yeah, talk about having some great Halloween music. They've got quite a few choice tracks that are in my Halloween playlist, and many more that could be easily. Byron says Zack Snyder's Halloween. Now there's an idea. Honestly, I'd love to see Damien Leone's Halloween. Damien Leone, who directed Terrifier, he'd rather do a Friday the 13th. He's actually got a whole idea, which I would love to see that. I love those Terrifier movies. So I don't know what a Zack Snyder Halloween would look like. That'd be pretty. I don't know. I can't even imagine that. Saint says Peter Steele died not too far from where I live. Man, yeah, it was great. Yeah, Devin says it wouldn't make as much money a Jamie Lloyd movie as Jamie Lee Curtis. I agree. I mean, but I think Jamie Lee is definitely going to be done after these films, and understandably so. And I think that character needs to be kind of done at that point. I think. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where they're going to go after it ends. I mean, the possibilities are endless when you consider what they're doing now and what they've done already in this franchise, and the choose your own adventure nature of this franchise. The possibilities are endless. It would be an interesting thing to see, mainly for us fans, I think, and for Danielle's fans, and for horror fans in general that get it, that get the significance of it all. But yeah, for general audiences, I agree that it would not, probably not do the box office that that another reinvention may do. I think the only thing I know for sure is after it ends, there'll be a break. There'll definitely be a break for a while, and most likely it'll be, as everybody has said, it'll be another team, another director, another writer, another vision coming in and reinterpreting this. But I do think we're entering an age, and not just because everything in pop culture is getting like gender swapped, but I do think legitimately you get to a point where, like, you know, well, why can't there be like a female Freddy, or why can't there be Jamie Lloyd as the killer, and Michael maybe isn't even in it, or maybe he shows up at the very end, he's just in the shadow. I don't know. I mean, there's ways to do it, but you know, you got a lot of producers, a lot of higher powers that are going to be looking at the financials and the box office. And so at the end of the day, it's all going to depend on what HK does and makes at the box office. If it can break records the way 2018 did, yeah, they're gonna go into H ends with all the confidence in the world to end with a bang, and who knows after that. I mean, maybe it all ends with ends, and then the last scene after the credits is Danielle wakes up and it was all a dream in Jamie Lloyd's head, or Hartnett wakes up and it was all a dream in John Tate's head, or Paul Rudd wakes up and it was all a dream in his version of Tommy Doyle's head, or who knows, man. But I could see I could see any of that happening eventually with this franchise. And I'll be right there for it, too. I'll be right there. First one buying a ticket. All right. It is almost midnight, guys. So I'm going to get out of here. You guys, Devin's asking when I'm doing another live stream. Well, right now, planning on next Monday. I'm also planning on next Friday, July 2nd, doing a live edition of our Friday show, the Halloween show, where it's all things Halloween, not just this franchise. And I will certainly be doing a live whenever that trailer drops. And we will discuss it and dissect it together and debate and discuss what it all means, and what we like about it, what we don't like about it, what's too spoilery, what we want to see more of, yeah. I look forward to doing all that. So that will happen, and that will happen whatever day the trailer comes out. If it's a day that I got a lot of stuff going on during the day, then obviously it'll be an evening time. I kind of like these late night 10:31 p.m. things, but it might be a little bit earlier than that depending on when that happens. So, but right now the next one is a week from tonight. That's the plan. Might be sooner. I do also plan to do trailer breakdowns for whenever we get the next Terrifier 2 trailer. Also, when we get a new trailer for Bad Candy, another Halloween horror film coming out this year. You can learn more about those at HalloweenDailyNews.com, of course. But, so are you ready? Did you not hear it before? Weren't you here, Summit? We already did that. Are you ready for the trailer? See? See, you got two this week, guys. 2. That's how exciting it is. First night of summer. All right, guys. As always, thanks for being here. I couldn't do it without you guys. And yeah, the excitement is about to just kick into high gear as soon as that trailer drops. And keep watching this channel because we got a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, we're going to be doing store walkthroughs. We're going to be doing convention coverage. And that's going to be something that's going to affect these Monday nights every now and then, too, is I might be on the road actually coming home, or I might be getting home on a Monday from a convention, too wiped out to get on here and do the live. We're going to cross those bridges together as we get to them. But the fun thing is going to be actually getting to be around some of you guys, maybe in person at some of these events, maybe, and also bringing you guys some new and exciting content at some of these events, including some live broadcasts from some of these conventions. And of course, store walkthroughs, not just Spirit Halloween, but all the store walkthroughs and haunt experiences. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in the works. And interviews, of course, lots more interviews coming. So it's all coming, and yeah, it's just amazing to think that 4 months from now, it'll be October 21st, we will have all seen HK at least once or twice by then. It still won't be Halloween Day yet, but we'll be sitting here, they'll probably be filming HNs right then, and all this other stuff going on. So it's going to be an insane time. So I'm going to get out of here tonight. Thank you for being here. Happy Michael Myers Monday, guys. And yeah, feel free to keep the conversation going down in the comments if you want, because I love to hear from you guys, and I'll respond if it's something for me, of course. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I don't know what you're waiting for, because if you've been here for the last 90 minutes, then yeah, you belong here with us. So hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you don't miss anything. Hit the like button. That goes a long way with letting other like-minded people find us here on YouTube and elsewhere. And yeah, tell your friends. Hit the share button. Tell your friends. This is where it's at on Monday nights, 10:31 p.m. Michael Myers Monday. And yeah, we're going to be going right up to HK, right through that, right on to HNs. I mean, yeah, there'll be a few breaks here and there, but for the most part, we're going to keep it rolling. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. Happy Michael Myers Monday. As always, this is a toast to you. Awesome, guys. All right. I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you guys for watching, and happy Michael Myers Monday. See you next time.